Here's all my pieces for the boat engine, and I got a block that's been remachined, and a crank, and pistons and rods, and oil pump, rings, bearings, all that good stuff. Obviously a case of brake clean, and then I think there's a coil and some wires over there, so and then a gasket kit. So I got a bunch of stuff. We're gonna get it unloaded and start putting this thing together and cleaning things up. All right, well, I got my new 638 block up here. Got the mains taken out of it. They were put in when he's doing machine work. And then now I have it taped up. Got my bolt holes covered or with bolts in them. So I think we're okay, at least close here to start painting it. It almost pains me to paint it, but I'm going to. So anyway, we're gonna shoot with a little black and see how it turns out. Okay, well, I got it all sprayed in with some Duplicolor paint, and it's time to get it unmasked. Okay, so there it is unmasked. Looks good, no obvious areas of overspray that I can see, so that's great. Turned out really pretty nice. All right, well, I'm not videoing this nearly as closely as the other one, but I got a camshaft in, slipped in real nice. Got the upper main shells put all in. The crank is set in here. It's not lubed or anything because I was doing a plasti gauge run. Turned out great. And so now it'll be time to pull the crank out, put all the main shells in as they should be forever, and then get everything torqued down. So cruising right along. Okay, well, I got the crankshaft in here. All the mains tightened down, and so now the crank turns real nice and easy. Also, I got the oil pump, new screen, new pump, mounted onto this little location on the back here where it mounts, and that's all tightened down. So I think I'll flip it over and start prepping the piston rings and getting each one of the rod and piston assemblies all sorted out. So I got my piston rod assemblies laying out here, and they're some cheapo Sealed Power or Speed Pro or whatever, Chinese cast ones. And but anyway, they seem all right. They're gonna be good enough for what we're doing here. They even got coated skirts apparently, so that's kind of nice. But those were pre-assembled onto the rods, and then they're all numbered. You know, one. I don't know if you can see the two on there. So they're all numbered for where they go. Not that they've been fit, but he just numbered them for me. That's convenient. So now I just went over them and looked for any like burrs, nicks, gouges, stuff like that. Kind of smoothed those out if there were. There were a couple little gouges and stuff, but that's just part of life here with the shipping and stuff. So I got those all smoothed out, made sure that the ring lands are clear and everything, that things can move properly, and then I'll go fit the rings and make sure that those fit the cylinders fine. But these are 30 over pistons too, and they say on the face of them there 30 over. So anyway, easy enough. We'll start getting it put together. Okay, it took a little minute, but I got all the rings, the end gaps all sorted, and those are sized now and installed on the pistons. So all we got to do now is slip them in the block. Okay, I got my rods and pistons in here, and everything looks fine. There was one little nick in the crank that I had to kind of polish out, but other than that, looks really good. Spins over really nice. So that's great. I'm excited to be making progress here, and so we'll do a little more tomorrow. Okay, well, another night's work here, and got the head bolts all cinched down, new head gaskets, got the rear main put on, put some motor mounts and other little sensors on it. But yeah, looks good, and my buddy Andy came out and helped me. Thanks, Andy. So we're gonna see about another day. Okay, so I made some progress here. The timing components are on. I had to wait for this thrust cover that's right back here. It's a little bit different bolt sizing on the width. There's a bolt here and there's another one right here. and that width is different between the early small blocks, or a certain year small block and other. So switch that plate. Then my original chain and sprocket had a different lower sprocket. You can see right here, this is the one that came from the machine shop, and you can see the rounded teeth of this is the one that was originally on my boat. So I just pulled that one, or pulled this one off and installed that other one right there. And so I don't know what this is for, whether this was like a different style chain. It almost looks like the gear, where they have like this gear and then 2 gears and then another gear. But anyway, that is not for my application. So the heads are on, torqued down. I'll put the timing cover on the front here, get the oil pan on, fuel pump, lifters, push rods, intake, and just cruise on from here. Well, after another night of work here, I got the intake manifold on, I got the carb on, distributor in, wiring harness set on, starter bolted to it. I don't think maybe the balancer was on, I'm not sure, but coming right along, coils on. So just got to get a few of these last things buttoned up, get the exhaust on it, and then yeah, we'll be ready to get it in the boat. Okay, so as I add the weight on, this engine stand is really taking a beating here, but it's holding up for now. As I add more weight on it, I usually hold it with the chain from the ceiling hoist, just in case it lets go. But we got headers on, we got manifolds on, we got the carb on, we got the water thermostat part all on there, distributors in, plug wires are on. We're really getting buttoned up here. So I'm gonna put the risers on, and I think I'm gonna put my Corsa diverters on there too, so that I have kind of a semi-full exhaust. And yeah, we're gonna be ready to fire it up.